So the next short take is going to be on the Denver Nuggets versus the Suns. I'm going to be giving my prediction or who I believe is going to win this series. So let's get into it. So Devin Booker, he went off in the first round. I mean, he was averaging 30 plus points per game. And then you also had KD in the backfield, who was averaging 25 plus points per game on great percentages. Both of them, they were both balling, right? But do I see them being able to win this series? Honestly, I don't see it. I think that it's going to be a rude awakening for Chris Paul. Chris Paul, he's too old. He can't guard anybody like he used to be able to in 2021 or even 2018, 2019. He's just not the same player as he used to be. He's old. So, if anything, the best thing for this team to do is to have Chris Paul come off the bench because I can't see him being able to keep up with Jamal Murray or Michael Porter Jr. Even though he won't be guarding Michael Porter Jr., I can see this team creating a scheme for Michael Porter Jr. to end up on the post with Chris Paul. I can see that happening. But the Suns, they also don't have a bench either that's very consistent. So, as far as this team and their capabilities, I just don't see them being able to beat the Nuggets. Like I said, like they have very good talent when it comes to their starting five, but their bench, they don't have it. So I do feel like that's going to be a huge issue. Okay. So, and we all know that Jokic, he's on a mission and he's been playing great as of lately in the playoffs. When he went up against the Timberwolves, he was able to beat them in 5 games. I think that this is going to be a 7 game series or potentially six. But I'm going to have to go with the Nuggets to win this series, despite the great numbers that Booker and KD can potentially put up. I just think that the Nuggets, they bring more to the table as far as the ball movement and also their defense. Yes, I believe that Jokic, he's going to definitely have to be put on an island against some players, especially on the perimeter. But the thing about Jokic is he could guard better than DeAndre Ayton can guard. Okay. And I could see the Suns, potentially trying to use the pick and roll with Devin Booker and KD. I can see that happening too. But do I see it consistently working? I don't. So I just think there's just way too many weapons on this squad. And then on top of that, they also have a guard by the name of Bruce Brown, who is a scrappy player. Okay, he gets all the hustle plays and he gets offensive rebounds and stuff like that. I feel like he's going to be a problem in this series for players like a Devin Booker and a Damian Lee and a Chris Paul because he's somebody who can be put on anybody at any point in time and be able to win that matchup defensively. So I think it's going to be a very tough series, but I'm going to have to go with the Nuggets in 6 games. Okay. And the way that Jokic is playing and how he's going to play with the ball and play without the basketball and his floor game. And I can just see him just contributing very well when it comes to getting rebounds and stuff like that, tip ins and stuff like that. I can't see how the Suns are going to be able to get this victory, especially with potentially having to play Kevin Durant, 40 plus minutes a night and having to potentially play Devin Booker 40 plus minutes a night. I just think it's going to be a huge issue. And we already do know about Chris Paul and his history of choking and him missing key shots. I mean, he can't even go to the rim at the same rate as he used to. Okay. He has to settle for pull up jump shots. So the Nuggets, I just think they just have a better team. And I feel like the culture disparity is still close, but I'm going to have to give the edge to Mike Malone in this situation. I'm expecting for Jamal Murray to have a great series, and I'm also expecting for Michael Porter Jr. to have a great series and Jokic to have a great series. And if all three of those guys play well, I could see this team coming out with this victory. As well as Devin Booker, just send a double team at him, and then he will be flabbergasted. So that's it on my prediction. Nuggets in 6.